Hi, I'm Patrick Mickle with Crash Games, and I want to welcome you to the unboxing video for the Lost Dutchman. This is Crash Games' second publication, and we're going to do an unboxing video of the Lost Dutchman here and let you see what comes inside the box. So, see, we still have the factory shrink wrap on there. Let's get this bad boy off. One of the things you're going to notice about the box of the Lost Dutchman that one of the commitments I have as a publisher is a really strong, sturdy box. You're going to see a nice linen finish on this box, and that's going to kind of help it be protected as you take it places. And a nice white lined interior on the box. Very sturdy, very thick. So that's one of the things you're going to notice right away with the box of the game here. Second thing, when you get it open, you're going to notice a nice rule book here. We had a great graphic designer, Daryl Louder. He's the designer of Compounded, and he did the rule book for the Lost Dutchman. So this is going to have a nice thematic guide of getting you through the game. All this colorful pages going to show you how to set up and going to take you through the game. One of the things that a lot of people don't know about the Lost Dutchman is that it includes a mini game, Goldfield Gully. So in the rule book here, there's a separate rule sheet for the mini game Goldfield Gully. So that's the rule book here. Next thing we're going to get to, we have all the player boards. There are 5 different player boards in the Lost Dutchman. Different players that have different powers and different attributes. And the green will indicate where you start in the various attributes. So these are nice linen covered boards. Nice, really thick chipboard, and I think you'll be really pleased with the design and the art on those. So those are the player boards for the game. And the next thing you have is the treasure map for the game. And these are this map is where the prospectors move along in the game as you defeat different creatures and disasters in hopes of getting to the Lost Dutchman's gold mine up in the corner there. On the back of this board is the mini game that I had just mentioned of Goldfield Gully. So this is a really fun pressure luck game that you play using the components that already come in the game. There's a second game included there. So a lot of fun and a nice value, I think. There's not a lot of games where you're like, oh, there's a second game in the box. But here at Crash Games, we make games like that because we're crazy. And so the next thing you're going to notice is there are 12 really thick punch board sheets. There are just a ton of these in here. If you can see all the crazy amount of punch board. And the back side of these, you're going to see all the different tiles that come in the game and all that good stuff. One of the things that you'll probably like to hear is these are nice linen covered. And I don't know how well you can see this, but if you take a look at the tile, we did a notch in the tile, and I'll uncover this in the setup tutorial video that we'll also be adding, but this is going to help you pick up the tiles without earthquaking the board or keeping the movement of the board to a minimum. And this is a design that I had come up with, and one of the things I'd like to see in some other board games, and hopefully maybe after people see this design, maybe they'll implement it into more board games. So those are the tiles that come in the game, and there's a lot of them in here. I want to say there's somewhere along the lines of 135 or something, a crazy amount of tiles come into this game. One of my big pet peeves when I buy games is that the publishers don't include the bags to hold everything. So you're going to find that there's plenty of bags to hold all the bits inside, and I always appreciate that in games. So it's one of the things as a publisher that I always include in our games at Crash Games is there will be baggies inside. Next, we're going to move on to the dice of the game. And these are players' action die that they're going to be using in the game, as well as what I'm very happy with is a 20 millimeter custom engraved movement die. And this is how you move throughout the game. And you'll notice that the font on the die here is actually the font that's inside of the game. So we're really quite proud about that. That's the special symbol of die. So this is the movement die for the game. Now these are the player dice. These are going to match the player color. So we have 5 different colors in the game. black, red, green, blue, and purple. And one of the things that we wanted to do differently is choose some different shades. So I don't know how well you'll be able to tell here, but this blue is a different, it's more of a gray blue. So a different, different Pantone color. The red here has a little bit more brown in it than red normally does. The green, a little towards the grassier side, and then the infamous purple. A lot of people don't know this, but here's a nerdy publisher factoid. There are over 150 different hues of purple that are visible to the naked eye. And so purple is a bit of a disastrous color to put in a board game because it's nearly impossible to match up the shades of purple across all the components. But I know a lot of fans of purple, so we had to do the purple in the game. The next piece is probably the piece that I'm most happy and proud to share with you, and these are the custom Prospector meeples that we have in the game, and the custom pickaxe and shovel tokens, as well as the Dutchman Ghost. So there's 3 unique and different meeples that you're going to get inside the Lost Dutchman. First, we have the infamous Ghost of the Lost Dutchman. He's here to haunt players' treasure as well as protect his mine. And we set out to make this look like a Scooby-Doo ghost, and I think we did a pretty good job of that. The next one you're going to have is the Prospector meeple. When people see these, they tend to really like them and freak out a little bit. And so you'll see that it's a little meeple. He's got a little cowboy hat on and his little pickaxe and shovel. I'm not sure how good the zoom is going to work here, but hopefully we can get a clear picture of that. The second piece that players will be using is their pickaxe and shovel piece, and this is actually what travels across the board of the various tiles of the modular board that's made up. So you see, you get a good amount of dice in the game. You get a good amount of custom meeples in the game, and just a ton of tiles. I can't really demonstrate how many tiles there are here, but and if you watch our setup video, you'll see what just a crazy amount of tiles there are. Moving into the box, it is a cardboard insert, and we had it like this in case we wanted to do some future expansions. We left some room inside the box here, and nice art on the side, a little bit of thematic promotion for our first published game, Rise, and then the back of the box here that just shows people what exactly is going to be taking place in the game. So thanks for letting us show you the Lost Dutchman, and hopefully you'll check out our video for the setup. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch.